If Joe Biden is elected president and fights his way into the presidency because this filthy, rotten Donald Trump will not, I mean, that's one prediction. I don't like to make political predictions, but I certainly can make this one. Donald Trump is going to enter into his best 5-year-old tantrum throwing. Or maybe it's a terrible twos, this immature prick, when he loses the election. We know this is going to happen. And we know that his bully boys, these fat, beer-drinking, jerkwad-looking freaks are going to come out with their AR-15s, just daring anybody to remove his honor, the President of the United States. So it's going to be nasty. We know it's going to be nasty. The only thing we don't know is the degree to which the nastiness is going to rise. But it's going to happen. So now what? If Biden does win and is able to wrest power away from the pig in the White House, and if the pig, the orange pig, winds up in jail, which is where he belongs, of course he'll outlast all the court proceedings. You know that as well as I do. But at least when the orange bastard dies, he will die with this cloak of scandal and viciousness and anti-democratic actions and destruction of this republic hanging over him. Not that he'll give a shit. So what will happen regarding the Supreme Court if Biden manages to get the presidency? The only thing that could happen that makes any sense whatsoever to me, and again, I hesitate when I talk about the Supreme Court because I am ignorant of so much about the Supreme Court. But the one thing that the Democrats could do if they regain control of the Senate, maintain control of the House, and gain control of the Senate and the presidency, is to expand the court. Expand it to make up for the 3 that this ignorant son of a bitch Trump has appointed, and this racist prick McConnell and his Christian Republicans have put into place. Add, I guess it would take 4, wouldn't it, to replace the 3 that Trump has put in there and keep it an odd number. Why not? If the Republicans are to be so filthily disrespectful of the Constitution, of Senate tradition, of Supreme Court tradition, of the tradition that they insisted upon when Merrick Garland was nominated, if they are going to be that disrespectful, then, excuse me, fuck them. How do you fight fire? Well, take a look at the men and women fighting fire out in the West. They use fire to fight fire. Right? You know that. Especially when the situation has become desperate and every other attempt to put out the fire is failing. They fight fire with fire. Well, okay, Democrats and people of the United States, what do you want? Do you want to have women's privacy taken away? Do you want to have consumer protection taken away? Do you want to have your health care taken away? Do you want to have campaign finance continue to be corrupted? Do you want voting rights taken away? Do you want laws in the workplace taken away? If you do, then sit on your ass and don't do anything, and it's yours. But if you don't want that, you will vote Democratic. I don't give a shit if you're a Democrat or not. This is so much bigger than party politics. But you'll vote Democrat, and you'll support the Democrats who will expand the Supreme Court. And all of this, I was thinking about this last night when I watched a little bit of that bullshit swearing in ceremony. To the people who 4 years ago decided, well, I'm not going to vote for Hillary. I'm going to vote for Jill Epstein because I don't like Trump, but I'm just not going to give it to Hillary. You rotten son of a bitches. I am still so furious at you. And you people, you millions of people that stayed home last time because you didn't like this election. You didn't like Hillary. I didn't like Hillary, but I voted for her because I knew, as did most people with a goddamn brain, knew that Trump would get into office and destroy everything he even walked past. He doesn't have to touch it. All he has to do is walk past it, and it's ruined. And look what you've done. Look what you son of a bitches who would not vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016. Look what you've done. Yes, you've done it. I don't give a shit how you try to hide from it. This is your result, you dumbasses. This is what you did. Which leads me to believe that most of the so-called Democrats who would not vote for Hillary were not really Democrats at all. I don't know what the hell you are. I don't give a shit. But you've assisted in destroying your own country. Because I'm not going to vote for Hillary. I don't like her. I didn't like her. But I voted for her. Assholes. I can't get over that. That was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I started noticing that so many people that listened to the talk show I was doing at the time were starting to get in my shit because I kept saying, no. Vote your heart in the primary. We all voted in 2016. We all voted for Bernie. Vote your brain in the general. No, I'm not going to vote for Hillary. I'll just stay home. She's way ahead in the polls. You don't need my vote. I'm not voting for her. I'll vote for Jill Stein. Assholes. So the question I'm trying to get to, if I can stop sidetracking myself, is how did the Supreme Court end up so disconnected from 30 plus years of election results? How did that happen? We've had 32 years where we've had 3 or 4 terms of Republicans in the White House, 4 terms of Democrats. How did we want? And it should have been 6 and 2. If I'm sorry, instead of 4 and 4, yeah, it should have been 6 and 2 if the popular vote would have been considered in the election of George W. Bush and the pig that now squats and shits in the White House. But how did this happen? Circumstance. For example, when justices happen to have died, like Scalia, who is called home by his Catholic Jesus, that plays a role. But so does the move by Mitch McConnell in 2016 to refuse to let Barack Obama fill a vacancy. He refused. This prick of no color, this ugly, nasty man from Kentucky, this Mitch McConnell, this marble mouth talking idiot, prevented Barack Obama from filling a vacancy on the Supreme Court and is proud of it because he is what he is. Just a slobby, white person of no color, Christian, male, horse's ass.